Excuse me, what are you doing?
Just making them even.
But you're mixing the regular with the decaf.
But they're even.
But they're mixed together.
But they're even.
But they're mixed together.
They're even.
I love that show. That's Emmy-winning actor. That's Tony Shalhoub as the obsessive-compulsive detective Monk. You remember him?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. I remember him well.
Everybody loves him.
He now stars as a senator on the new CBS show. It's called BrainDead. Now, this series follows a young woman who, amid a federal government shutdown, learns that bugs are eating the brains of members of Congress and their staff. In a preview of tonight's episode, Shalhoub's character gives his legislative director a pep talk about their next move.
Why did you come to D.C.?
To get something done.
And what did you want to get done?
Low government, more incentives for small businesses, smart use of taxes.
And have you accomplished any of those things?
No.
Me neither. And you know why? Because colleagues keep arguing for patience. Let's get our ducks in a row first. Well, you know what? The ducks are in a friggin' row. Even if I have to hold a machete to their throats, those ducks are lining the hell up. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And help me line the ducks up.
Tony Shalhoub, good morning.
Oh, this is so good.
It is so fascinating and so creepy, and that's after the bugs have gotten into his head, into
That's
the
right.
senator's head. So tell us about how that all comes about. This meteor crash lands in D.C. and
Right.
the bugs crawl into your brain.
Bugs come out of it. My character is Senator Red Wheatus, and he's a Republican senator from Maryland. And he's a guy who's been a career politician, and he's become a heavy drinker and chases women and is kind of thrown in the towel in terms of his job, his career, until the infection, or as I like to call it, the enhancement of the bugs go in and eat part of his brain. The part, it turns out that he really didn't need anymore, and the part that was holding him down. And he stops drinking, cleans up his act, becomes much
bugs
stronger,
make him
much more politically savvy, and just, he was a Republican senator. I mean, he is a Republican senator, but he moves much further to the right and becomes a hardliner. And it ups his game.
But it's graphic, though, Tony, because you've got a scene where your brain literally comes out of your ear. What is the direction you're told on set and how you pull that off?
Well, that was a tricky scene because it was all done, with FX.
Yes.
And the director, who happens to be one of the co-creators, Robert King, in that scene, he said, your head is having a bowel movement. I mean, he said there's just no other, there's no better way to put it, really. And so it was, it's a scene unlike any I've ever done in my life.
You like playing a Republican?
I do, actually. It's fun. I get to channel, when we were in this particular election cycle, for example, we got to see a whole array, because we started the show back when there were still 11, 12 people on that
Yeah, we
stage
didn't know who was going to be the nominee.
for the Republican debate. So I had a lot of people to draw from, and I do like this character a lot. He's a badass.
He has some Donald Trump qualities.
He has some Donald Trump ideologies. Yeah, I would say some qualities. Although unlike Trump, he's been in politics for a long time.
You're connected to real events?
I'm sorry?
You're connected to real events in terms of the storyline?
Absolutely. In fact, we were talking in the green room. The writers, the producers, very smartly have put flat screen TVs in a lot of the Senate offices on our sets, and they're all green screen, so they can mat in current
events.
news cycle.
That's
news
what
events.
I think is so cool about it, because you see Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump talking a lot in the background about things that are going on in the news right now. The creators are the Kings, who are behind The Good Wife, the husband and wife team, and they said they wanted to do something very different to capture the dysfunction in Washington. You think the bugs, is that what the bugs are supposed to represent?
Yes. This parallels our current political situation. I think it's a slightly twisted, somewhat distorted view, but maybe not really that distorted. Things seem to be moving in a very bizarre direction.
Are you more identified as Monk than any other character you've ever played?
You know, it depends on who I'm talking to. If I meet someone, it depends on, sometimes people recognize me from Men in Black, let's say,
Oh, yeah.
or from Galaxy Quest,
Yeah.
or even from Wings, which was a sitcom I did in the
Wings.
90s.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But Monk sort of has been sticking, even though it ended 6-7 years ago. I think Red Wheatus pooping out his brains might be the image that changes that in people's minds.
Yeah, you see similarities between the two characters. They're different, but you see similarities between the two, Monk and the senator.
Do you? Yeah, I suppose.
Well, you said they're both comedic, but they're both comedic.
These roles they afford me the opportunity to play comedic and dramatic moments in one.
It's great to
so
see you.
fun.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Tony.
And it's okay to shake your hand. I imagine a lot of people see you as Monk and think, oh, is it okay to touch you? But really.
It's okay. I'm not sure it's okay to shake your hand.
What does that mean, Tony?
Nothing.
I didn't get that joke. Tony Shalhoub, thank you, I think. And you can watch tonight's new episode. It's called BrainDead at 10, 9 Central, right here on CBS. We'll be right back.